Good morning, students. Welcome to class 6th, subject mathematics, chapter 3, playing with numbers. This is lecture number 10, and in this lecture, I will give you summary of the complete chapter. Okay, so this is the summary lecture of chapter 3. First of all, we have done factors and multiples. What are factors and multiples? A natural number which divides a given natural number exactly is called a factor. A number which divides a given natural number exactly is called a factor, or we can say that divisor is called a factor. Okay, which number is dividing, and the given number is called a multiple, means the number which we are dividing, that is the dividend na. So that is called a multiple of that number. See the example, it is 2 multiplied by 3 equal to 6. So 2 and 3 are the factors of 6, and 6 is a multiple of 2 and 3. Okay, a factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number. That I have told you. What is a factor? Factor is an exact divisor, means which divide the given number exactly without leaving any remainder. Second point is that every number is a factor of itself. Because why we said that every number is a factor of itself? Because in every number tables that number comes. If we are dividing 4 by 4, it is possible. If we are dividing in 12 by 12, then also it is possible. So it is possible to divide a number by that number itself. So every number is a factor of itself, and 1 is a factor of every number, because 1 can divide any number. Okay, so 1 is a factor of itself. Next point is, every factor of a number is less than or equal to given numbers, means factors are finite. Okay, we cannot say that factors are unlimited, they are infinite. Factors are finite, because if we are finding the factors of 12, definitely numbers which divide the 12 are either 12 or less than 12. They are not more than 12. So every factor of a number is less than or equal to the given number. Next is, every number is a multiple of each of its factor. Okay, suppose we have to write down the factor multiples of 3. So first of all we will write down 3 itself. The first multiple of 3 is 3 itself. Every number is a multiple of each of its factor. Every multiple of a given number is greater than or equal to that number. Every multiple is either greater or equal to that multiple. Multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12. So smallest multiple is 3 itself, and greater we can find out many. So multiples are indefinite in number. Next is, every number is a multiple of itself. Okay. Now next we will do types of natural numbers. First is even number. A number which is exactly divisible by 2 is called an even number. Or if ones place it is either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, then these numbers are called even numbers. Odd number, a number which is not exactly divisible by 2 are called odd numbers. Or we can say that if at ones place it is 1, 3, 5 or 7, then the number is 7 and 9 also, then the number is called an odd number. Next is prime numbers. A number other than 1 which has exactly two factors, 1 and the number itself. Because 1 is neither a prime number nor a composite number. So other than 1, if any number has exactly two factors, 1 and the number itself, then such type of numbers are called prime numbers. After that, composite number. A natural number having more than two factors are called composite numbers. Co-prime numbers. Two natural numbers having no common factor other than 1. We will find out the factors. Okay, suppose we have two numbers and we have to check whether they are co-prime or not. How we will check? We will find out the factors of both the numbers. Then we will see which factors are common among these two. If the common factor is only 1, then we can say that the given two numbers are co-prime numbers. Okay, so two natural numbers having no common factor other than 1 are called co-prime numbers. Next is twin prime numbers. A pair of prime numbers whose difference is 2. A pair of prime numbers whose difference is 2 are called twin prime numbers. Example 3 and 5. They both are prime numbers, and if you find out their difference, you will get the answer 2. So these numbers are called twin prime numbers. Next is perfect number. A natural number whose sum of all the factors is twice the number is called a perfect number. We will find out the factors of that number. If the sum of all the factors, then find out the sum of all the factors. If that sum is twice of the number, then the number is said to be perfect number. After that, we have done divisibility test. Divisibility rule of 10. A number is divisible by 10 if its last, or we can say unit digit or ones place digit is 0. A number is divisible by 10 if its ones place digit is 0. 5. A number is divisible by 5 if its ones place digit, or we can say units digit, is either 0 or 5. Okay, a number is divisible by 5 if its last digit is either 0 or 5. Now see 2. A number is divisible by 2 if its last digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Or we can say that if the last digit is divisible by 2, then the complete number is also divisible by 2. Divisibility of 4. A number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by last two digits, that is unit place digit and tens place digit, is divisible by 4. Number formed by last two digit, that is ones place digit and tens place digit, if that number is divisible by 4, then the complete number is divisible by 4. After that, we have done of 8. A number is divisible by 8 if the number formed by last three digits, that is unit place, tens place and hundreds place, is divisible by 8. In the divisibility of 4, we have to check the last two digits, but in the divisibility of 8, we have to check the last three digits, ones, tens and hundred place digit. Number formed by these three places, if it is divisible by 8, then the number is also divisible by 8. Now see by 3. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. Okay, we will find out the sum of all the digits. If the sum is divisible by 3, then the number is also divisible by 3. 9. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. Okay, similar to 3 only. In 3, sum of all the digits must be divisible by 3, and in 9, sum of all the digits must be divisible by 9. Now check by 11. A number is divisible by 11 if the difference of the sum of digits at odd places and the sum of digits at even places is either 0 or divisible by 11. What we have to do? We have to find out the sum of even place digits, sum of odd place digits, and then find out their difference. Okay, and if the difference is 0 or if the difference is divisible by 11, then the number is divisible by 11, otherwise not. Now how we will check the odd place digits and even place digits? We will start from the right hand side. Okay, the rightmost side of the digit is ones place digit. That ones place digit is the odd place digit. Ones is odd, tens place is even. Then 100 place is odd. Okay, in this way we will carry on. Next is, a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by 2 and 3 both. If a number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, then it is divisible by 6. If it is divisible by 2 but not by 3, then it is not divisible by 6. Or if it is divisible by 3 but not by 2, then it is not divisible by 6. So for 6, it must be divisible by 2 and 3 both. Now see, after that we have done some general properties of divisibility. First is, if a number is divisible by another number, then it is divisible by each of the factor of that number. If a number is divisible by another number, means suppose 24 is divisible by 6, that we all know. Okay, 24 is divisible by 6, then this 24 is divisible by each factor of 6 also. Clear? 24 is divisible by 6, number is divisible by one number, then it is divisible by each of the factor of that number, means all the factors of 6 also. Second is, if a number is divisible by two coprime numbers, then it is divisible by their product also. Coprime numbers, you know, if their common factor is only 1. Okay, suppose a number is divisible by 2 and 5 both. Just like 10. 10 is divisible by 2 also and by 5 also. And 2 and 5 are coprime numbers also. Then that number is divisible by their product also. Okay, that is 2 multiplied by 5. Next is, if two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their sum is also divisible by that number. Now we have one number and that one number is dividing two numbers. Okay, then their sum is also divisible by that number. Next, if two given numbers are divisible by a number, then their difference is also divisible by that number. Okay, sum is also divisible and difference is also divisible. After that, we have done prime factorization. What is prime factorization? If a natural number is expressed as the product of prime numbers, then the factorization is called prime factorization. Okay, suppose we are writing factors of 12 and we have written 4 6 are 12. Then 4 and 6 are not prime numbers. So this is not called prime factorization. But when we express it as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Okay, now 2 and 3, these are prime numbers. So we can say that 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 are the prime factorization of 12. Okay, so if a natural number is expressed as the product of prime numbers, then the factorization is called the prime factorization. After that, we have done SCF and LCM. What is SCF? Highest common factor. HCF of two natural number is the largest common factor of the given numbers. Means it is that highest number which divides the given numbers exactly. But it is the highest number. Highest common factor. We have done two methods to find out the SCF. One is prime factorization method and the other is long division method. Next we have done LCM. LCM is least common multiple. So LCM of two natural number is the smallest number which is multiple of both the numbers. Okay, means I always told you that it is the multiple. Least common multiple is a multiple. It is divisible. HCF divide the number and LCM is divisible by both the numbers. Now see your homework. Your homework is to do the assignment which I will give you now of chapter 3. First question of the assignment is find the LCM of 80, 96, 125 and 160. Find out the LCM by division method. Don't use prime factorization method. Second is find the LCM of 160, 170 and 90. Okay, find out the LCM of this also. See question number 3. Determine the least number which when divided by 3, 4 and 5 leaves remainder 2 in each case. What you have to find out? Least number. Okay, again I am telling least number, smallest number, lowest number. When you have to find out such things in which it is the meaning coming that very smallest, then we have to find out the LCM. So find out the LCM of 3, 4 and 5. Okay, now it is asked which leaves remainder 2 in each case. Which leaves remainder 2 in each case means that number LCM is exactly divisible. So how we get the remainder? When we add a 2 to that. So find out LCM and then add 2 to it. You will get the number which is divisible by 3, 4 and 5, leaving remainder 2 in each case. See question number 4. Fatima wants to mail 3 parcels to 3 village schools. She finds that the postal charges are rupees 20, 28 and 36. If she wants to buy stamps of one denomination only, एक ही तरह के नोट, okay? What is the greatest denomination of stamp? She must buy to mail the 3 parcel. Now we have to find out the greatest denomination. So we will find out the SCF. In greatest we have to find out the SCF. Do the homework. I have given you only 4 questions so that all of you can do it. Now it's time to discuss the homework solution of exercise 3.7 given in lecture number 9. The traffic lights of it at 3 different roads crossing change after every 48 seconds, 72 seconds and 108 seconds respectively. If they change simultaneously at 7 a.m., at what time will they change simultaneously again? Simultaneously means all together again. Okay, now think one time, if the traffic light is changing now, okay, then if next time when it will change, definitely time will be the greater one. Okay, it is after 7 a.m., not before. That means we have to find out the LCM. Okay, so we will find out the LCM of 48, 72 and 108. LCM is 432. Now as we are finding the LCM of seconds, so here also you will get the answer in seconds. Now change 432 seconds in minutes by dividing it by 60. You will get 7 minutes 12 seconds. So next light will change simultaneously at 7 a.m. plus 7 minutes 12 seconds, which is equal to 7 and 7 minutes and 12 seconds. Now see, this is the working of LCM. Okay, check your answer. Now see question number 7 that I have given you. 3 tankers contain 403 liter, 434 liters and 465 liters of diesel respectively. Find the maximum capacity of the container that can measure the diesel of 3 containers exact number of times. The capacity of a container is 403, 434 and 465. And what is asked? Maximum capacity. So for maximum what we will find out? HCF. Maximum, highest, greatest, largest. For these we have to find out the SCF. Take any 2 numbers first of all. I have taken here 403 and 434. Okay. Find out the SCF of that. You will see that LCF is 31. Last divisor, that is 31. Now we will find out the SCF of this 31 and the remaining number 465. Again you will get the SCF 31. So 31 is the 31 is the highest measurement that can measure the required quantity. Okay. Question number 8. Find the least number which when divided by 6, 15 and 18 leaves remainder 5 in each case. Same type of question I have given you today also in the homework. So find out the LCM of 6, 15 and 18 as least number is asked. LCM is 90. And now you have to find out the number which leaves remainder. For the remainder we will add 5. Because 90 is exactly divisible by 6, 15 and 18. And if we want remainder, remainder is what? Remainder is leftover part. Okay. Whatever is left. So for if we want anything to be left, then we have to add 5 to that. So required number is 90 plus 5, 95. Now see the last question number 9. Find the smallest 4-digit number which is divisible by 18, 24 and 32. Smallest number we have to find out. Okay, find out the LCM of 18, 24 and 32? You will get 28. I will show you LCM also. Now you have to find out the multiples of 288. Okay, you have to find out the smallest 4-digit number, and 288 is 3-digit number. Find out all the multiples of 288, and then whenever your 4-digit number will start, that is the smallest 4-digit number, which is 1152. See, this is how to find out the LCM of 18, 24 and 32. Got it? Check your all the answers. If there is any correction, then do that. Thank you.